So I may have gone a little insane. You might be wondering, what happened here? What's going on? Where'd your tower go? You moved the windmill? What's up? Well, I'll tell you what's up. I didn't like it. Basically, I finished the storage area, even though I was trying to keep it from dwarfing the windmill. Like I sunk a whole layer of it into the ground just for that specific purpose, to keep it from dwarfing the windmill. After I put the roof on, I realized it still kind of dwarfed the windmill. So, yeah. The tower, it didn't really fit in over here anyway. Like this really kind of threw a wrench in the design of this area. Like it's way different than the other buildings were. So I didn't like that. So I'm hoping that by moving the windmill over here dampens the clash of styles here a little bit, and I can detail hopefully in a way that ties it together better with everything else. Anyway, the tower I put over here, moved it all the way over here, and so it fits much better with these buildings. They all have similar design. We use a lot of deep slate and dark woods and stuff, and we shall light this portal together. It's its inauguration or something. Anyway, since I've already taken care of the crazy stuff, mostly, the only thing I have left to do is move some villagers around. I figured that I would focus this episode on making this island feel more complete. So I want to do some more deliberate builds that are like functional and aesthetic. Like this is going to be, I think I decided this was going to be where the smithies are. So like the armor smith, weaponsmith, toolsmith, Fletcher. Then over here, of course, we dug this out for a farm. It's going to be all the vanilla crops and melons and pumpkins and sugarcane and stuff like that. And then on top of here, we're going to have like a little farmer's market for the farmer dudes in here. And I have separated the librarians from these guys because the librarians are going to go in this building over here, connected to the trading hall. Everybody else is going to have a home on this island somewhere. And of course, I still got to sort the animals, but we'll deal with that. I think the first thing I want to do is relocate the librarians. So let's hop right in. So I think actually I'm going to boat them over there. Considered building a rail, but I don't want to have to clean it up. So this will probably take just as much time. If I can place it. And then get in it. Okay, there we go. Probably want to do this. And hopefully... Oh, yeah, it's gonna hurt us. So let's go ahead and get some glass. Okay. Oh joy, there's two people in the boat. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. No, we'll get this. Come on, guys. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, we got one. I'll just bring him out here for a minute. Just go ahead and prep a few of them. Get them ready to go. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Let me guess, you're gonna pop right out as soon as I break this boat. Okay, we got another. All right, so we're ready to go. Looks like I'm jogging. That's almost right. Okay, we got the whole crew here. Now then, we'll just go ahead. Guess I could have just put them in the building, but I need to get my rails anyway. Okay, they're all safe for now. So we'll just keep them in there for now. We'll cure them later. Right now, I want to focus on getting the other villagers sorted. So we'll build them some homes and put them there. I think this turned out quite nicely. Let's take a fly, why don't we? Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's just a simple little L shape. From above, you can see it. And I got a chimney. The chimney goes all the way through. So you can see we have our blast furnaces, our grindstone, our fletching table, and our smithing table. And we have an anvil here in case we want to do stuff with the anvil. We have seating. And up here we have like a little bedroom. There's a chest of drawers and a mangrove chair and table. Little, just where someone can sit and sleep, keep their stuff. Anyway, I think it turned out pretty good. Now all we gotta do is put the villagers in. Alright, so we got our rail line in place. Got activator rails in here to bump them out of the cart. And I'm using the carpet trick here, and hopefully they won't escape. If I can get out of here. Now we don't want the farmers, we just want these guys. So our Fletcher has claimed his workstation. Alrighty, we got it. Wasn't so bad. Nice. So it looks like the carpet trick's working. So I shouldn't have to worry about them escaping or getting attacked. Hopefully. I don't know if it also applies to other mobs. Maybe if they're shorter than the carpet. I don't know. I don't know how it works. So I do know that I want to close this up until I get the area for the farmers ready. So really I should get a zombie in here to lower their trading prices, but I don't want to do that right now. I think I'm going to call it a night and pick this up tomorrow. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next clip. So I thought about just going completely bonkers with this episode and putting this farm in, but then I went back and looked at the design and I don't really like the way I designed it, because it was kind of designed to be above ground and then it was too tall, so I sunk it in the ground, but then I just got to redesign it. I want the storage to be not all the way at the bottom like I originally designed it. So I think instead I'm just going to tie this back together since it's broken now. I'll just have to dig out this way and of course cover up all this stuff. Basically clean up my mess and fix stuff. Don't really need those anymore. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I need to think about where I want to put my beacon too, because this is very painful, and this is probably not the last tunnel that's gonna be made here. I also kind of want to build a underwater tunnel network that connects all the islands once I get stuff around here sorted out. The plan is to kind of colonize the islands around here. It would be really nice if I could focus on one island and get it sorted out first. Okay, so we made it. Here's our chutes. Here's where we're getting our rotational power from. And I just got to tie it all together, figure out how to get it working. So we got the Nether, Overworld, End, I believe. And so we want it flush with the ceiling here. Come on. Come on. I think that's right. I think that's right. And then we do, oh, I did it again. And then we do that. So, Overworld, Nether, End. Except that is not going to work. We'll have a think on it, and I need to go to sleep before lightning burns down my house. Okay, so this is what I figured out on stream the other day. We have our rotational force coming from the windmill above into this speed controller, which is going into this belt that's driving all these other belts. At the inputs are right here. We have the nether, the overworld, and the end sections of the storage system. They all just drop onto these belts. The overworld, I had to raise the initial belt up by 1 block and then pass it over the belt for the nether so that I could run them all on the same level here. And the end drops off right here. So we have the end section, and it goes around this loop. We have the nether down below, which just comes right here into this loop. And then the overworld comes here, up in this water column, and into this loop. Where is it at? Right here? Yeah. So, we have a little guy who wandered in here and got stuck in the attic. Anyway, yeah, that's the storage system. I was editing my video, and I still have about 15 minutes of footage left to get. So I might just work on... Let's turn shaders off for a minute. The farm here, I went ahead and redesigned that on the stream too. So I just might dig this out some more because it needs it all the way around, and then build up my farm if I have enough resources, that is. So I'm not going to show the whole design, but this is the footprint of the farm I want to make. So you can see I got to dig away quite a bit of the perimeter in order to achieve what I want. While I'm at it, I might as well figure out where I want to put the beacon, and I'm thinking that maybe in this island right here we could just put it underground right here. Like, I don't have to go all the way to the bottom because I don't really need to dig all this out. If I have it right here, I should get a nice range over the area on the Y level that I'm wanting it at. So, and then we could put our lighthouse or something right here. You know, I keep forgetting we have these tools here. With this hammer. And there we go. Scaffolding blocks for a little scaffolding platform to make it a little easier. Then check out the material list. Okay, so I got most of the stuff on the list. I ignored everything I have. This right here is what's left, and it looks like a lot. And it is. But you can see I got quite a bit of the materials together already. There's quite a lot of materials for this thing. The main thing I am concerned about right now is I'm gonna have to get more redstone, of course, for the components. I have enough of the actual redstone, but I'm short some of the blocks and I'm short the components. But the two main things that I'm concerned about is this dragon bone here, which is just an aesthetical choice in the build, and then these sulfuric rocks, part of the design. So I'm gonna go to the end and grab some of those. And I think some of the other stuff, like the redstone, I could either mine or get from clerics, and like the logs and stuff, of course, I could farm. But those other two, I'm gonna have to go to the end to get, so we'll go ahead and do that. Go on a little adventure. So we actually get it from Dragon's Breath and putting that on bone blocks. Okay, I think I might have Dragon's Breath, but definitely not on me. And the sulfur we're gonna have to get from here. Sulfuric rock. We'll just go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've spent this past several decades or so gathering the materials for this farm. They're all neatly organized into these chests, and they are about to be sorted into these shulker boxes, and we're going to start building this farm over the next decade or so. And now we get the satisfaction of seeing the materials list completed. Oh! Except we're short some smooth stone. That's surprising. Oh, and the rooted dirt. Okay, now let's get started on the farm. So the last little bit I need to finish up my build is Amethyst. So I am going to check out this Amethyst Canyon biome. See what that's about. Okay, so we're coming up on it now. I can't remember if this is one where there's actually amethyst in it or if it just is purple. Here we are. Here's some amethyst. It's really choppy here though. I think it's because all the vines and stuff going on here. This would be a good place to get calcite too. Oof, if it weren't so framey. Kinda, even though I know it's gonna lag everything out, I kinda want to see this place with shaders. Nice. Okay. Uh-oh. There's a fire. I guess I'm gonna leave. Okay, so we managed to get over a stack, or over 2 stacks of amethyst, and about 4.5 stacks of calcite. We can take this out of our offhand now. I guess we do it over here. No? Where do we do it? Is it this? Yeah. I think we're gonna go with maybe this guy. Try that guy. We could always change it out if we don't like it. So we're going to do the rhyolite here. Underneath here, we're going to use these little quarter steps, not like that, but like this. Oh. Oof! I really need some scaffolding. Oops. Did not mean to do that. So actually, I don't like that. Just because it's not consistent with the other type I have. Maybe this. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. Last little bit right here, if I can reach. Oh, and there it is. This is the final design in here. Let's check it out with some shaders. It's kind of moody. So yeah, I still need to finish the sorting area. Somehow I didn't count enough blocks, and I still need to hook it all up into the main line here. But other than that, it's done. And then I'm going to cover this in grass. I have just enough space for a layer of grass. And I'm going to build a farmer's market over here. So those are the next steps. I just got to clean up a little bit.
Hello, post-production Oak Tree here. So I'm just getting the last little bit of redstone finished off and setting up these item filters and just little loose ends on the farm. I got a new microphone headset, so I apologize for the change in audio quality abruptly, like towards the middle of the episode. We went traveling and I took the headset with me, and I guess I left the microphone somewhere at somebody's house or something, so I got a new headset. It's a wireless one, so still trying to get everything configured correctly, and it's also kind of different than the other one. It doesn't have like a little foam filter around the microphone. Anyway, here I'm tying in the rotational force to the farm and just setting up the little branches of the belt line. I also got sick, which set production back about a week. I was sick for about a week, and it was terrible. I don't recommend it. But I'm gonna get back to if you could call it a schedule. I'm gonna get back to the schedule soon. Gonna be doing some more streaming and keeping up with this series, and I want to get back to some of the other series too, as well as maybe do some tutorials or something, some sort of different content in the near future. Anyway, looks like I got the farm tied together, and oh well, actually I think here I had to add a gearbox because everything's rotating backwards. Yeah. And that seems to have fixed it. So I'm going to check everything out below. And for some reason, this is misbehaving. And I don't know what it is at that moment in time, but I could tell you right now it's the way I have the belt connected. So I'm over here looking at what could possibly be happening here. I'm trying to flick the levers and stuff. But if you could see that shaft along the main line, it's not supposed to be connected there. It's supposed to actually be connected by the clutch, or by the gear shift, actually. and the clutch is connected to the gear shift. So whenever the clutch disengages, it just stops everything. And the gear shift is toggleable. It just changes the rotation. So I'll explain that more when we start testing the farm. So whenever I push this button right here, that triggers the clutch, and that gets the mechanical harvester moving down the gantry shaft. Once it reaches the other side, there's an observer that changes the direction of the gear shift, and it goes back. Then once it gets to the end, that causes everything to reset, the clutch re-engages, everything shuts off. And this is the melon and pumpkin farm and the sugarcane farm both activating, just so you can see the on and off switch. It's kind of convenient to have these redstone links from Create, so you can just have wireless redstone basically. So after we finished the farm, we went ahead and covered it up with some grass. It's just our base layer. We're going to build a farmer's market there. I then decided to do some road designing, and I'm pretty pleased with the overall design. I might change a couple of blocks in the palette, but I'm most excited for how this is going to develop the area in the future.
Alright, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like or a comment down below. And if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, consider subscribing. It would help the channel out a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, until next time, bye! I really like how this part of the base turned out, or this little storage room. I really wanted to do something different, and it just feels very chocolatey to me. So there's just a bunch of dark oak and spruce,